So Santa may still need his four-wheeler after all, just to get around without no one to worry about the snow tires. It is 7:44 right now. Welcome back to the program. And no, folks, we help you get to know Newton. Have been doing so for quite some time. And with that in mind, we have Danielle Rogers joining us in studio once again, along with a very good friend of ours. Hi, stranger.
Hey, buddy.
Ed Armstrong.
Good to see you again, Lou.
Making it back in studio with us.
Yeah, good morning.
There's so many things going on in the city of Newton, aren't there?
There's so much going on, and we wanted to talk today about all the different economic development and housing that's happening. There's such a big boom right now that's happening in Newton with different subdevelopments and different companies announcing some really great new opportunities for Newton. So
even though we're heading into the winter months,
yes,
we're here officially.
We're here.
People are still thinking about the move or looking at real estate or things like that.
Yeah, so we have two big subdivisions right now, Cardinal Ridge Townhomes, which is on the old country club property.
Okay.
We have, I believe it's 13 lots? 14 lots. 14 lots.
And it's going to be a tremendous development. This will be both townhomes of the twin home style, side by side,
right,
and single family. It'll all be under a homeowners association. It's being built out by Groundbreaker Homes of Clive. They've actually had an experience and a good one in Newton, building 5 homes in the old Fair Meadows North subdivision. There were infill lots, and then they came back for more, so obviously we're doing something right. Lots of excitement, lots of inquiries, and at the Fair Meadows North Plat 8, there are 23 lots. 5 of them are already spoken for. So,
wow.
And they haven't broken ground on any of the foundations.
As we're kind of seeing here with this video. So right now we're just saying if you want your brand new home, you need to pick out the location at this time.
I would say this would be a great time to do so. Now, we have put 2 foundations in Cardinal Ridge, one twin home and one single family home.
Okay.
So this is already under construction. And listen, Groundbreaker Homes, like pretty much every builder in central Iowa, has figured out that if they don't build during the winter, their building season becomes very short.
Yeah.
Right,
So
true.
they found a
And
way
they're
to
behind,
do so.
yeah.
Exactly right. And that's a good thing, I think. And you'll probably see some of that early in 2018 in Fair Meadows North as well, because people are anxious. This is a time when we've finally proven the point that Newton is not this little disadvantaged Midwestern community that lost a Fortune 500 employer and imploded. We rather got busy and got going, and we have a community that is on the march right now.
The land we saw there, that looked very cool, like a very neat area. How far off the interstate is that area?
Oh, just a few minutes. You're talking about the land,
right,
the Cardinal Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinal Ridge, as Danielle pointed out, is the old country club property, which was about 66 acres. We have about 4.25 acres that the city purchased and developed, and of course then turned over to Groundbreaker to build the homes. That's maybe 5 minutes off of the interstate.
That's nothing.
At the most.
That's
I mean,
nothing.
Yeah.
you are literally, exit 164 would be the closest exit for that. And there's lots of areas to stop on the way into Des Moines, which is just a 30-minute trip. I mean, everybody thinks, I think a lot of folks who live in Des Moines or maybe west of Des Moines think that we're really far east, and we're not. We're just 30 minutes.
Yeah, from the east side of Des Moines, you're 22 miles away, which is nothing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, we've been talking a lot about Cardinal Ridge. We also want to mention Fair Meadows,
North,
as well.
Plat 8.
Okay,
yes.
Plat 8. I know we have some images to show you there as well. And then also something called Jewel T. What is that about?
Jewel T Court is a condominium development that is on what we called our dangerous and dilapidated, one of our dangerous and dilapidated properties.
Oh,
Actually,
really?
there were 6 homes right catty-cornered across from the Skiff Medical Center, right near downtown Newton, that were demolished. They were purchased by the city,
okay,
in keeping with our D&D program, demolished, and then they were, the entire thing was sold to a private developer and rebuilt into 8 condominiums, 4 condominium buildings, each with a twin
right,
home style.
Okay.
These 8 condominiums, now we have land that at that time was tax assessed at somewhere between $100,000 and $200,000 total.
Okay.
It is now tax assessed at about $1.6 million.
Yeah.
Seriously?
So is this a good investment when the city acquires this property and has it redeveloped by private developers? Absolutely. This is a tremendous investment in our tax base and in our future.
Wow.
We have a beautiful development that is literally across the street from our major medical center that is now, of course, owned by Mercy Health Network. And walking distance to grocery stores, to pharmacies, to restaurants, to all the services that they need. A lot of retired folks, many of them coming off of a farm, believe it or not, coming to the city, living in the city for the first time, and they're buying these condominiums and they're loving it.
Now, you mentioned Mercy being out there. That's one of the concerns with people moving away from the big city is you need those big city amenities, and you have some big companies that are in town too now, aren't you?
Absolutely. TPI Composites is now our largest employer with over 1,100 employees and another 300 coming online here in the next couple of years with the new TPI Composites subsidiary, and it is going to be building bus bodies.
There you go.
Composite bus bodies for a company called Proterra in South Carolina.
That's gonna be
all
huge.
electric buses. These are 100% electric,
Oh my
totally
gosh.
green buses, and the bus bodies will be produced in Newton by TPI Composites. They're going to start out with about 150 employees, I believe, and it will grow here in the next couple of years up to 300
I didn't even hear about
additional
that, yeah.
employees.
Yeah.
It is again, a sign of not only a recovering economy, but a recovered and growing economy that is now very diverse. We have, of course, the tourism sector with Iowa Speedway, and that has kind of spark plugged that whole thing. And then a diverse economy that is really now kind of centered on that green energy industry.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We're continuing to learn more things about this great community
Yeah.
known as Newton. If people want more details, they love the images they saw today, they love what they're hearing, where can they go to get more details?
GetToKnowNewton.com is our website. It has all kinds of information about housing, economic development, tourism, all that stuff. We have social media, Facebook, and if you like the videos, our YouTube website has some great videos. We just launched a new YouTube video, Get to Know Newton video, that was done with a company here in Des Moines that shows our community. So all that is online.
That
Okay.
works. Well, wonderful. Well, great seeing you again. And great
Thanks.
seeing
Thank
you again,
you
sir.
very much.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Appreciate it very
Jackie,
much.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
It is 7:52, and we will be right back. You're watching CW Iowa Live in West Des Moines.
Live from the Carl Shep